this. Someone flips me a bad body. So, it's another one, yeah. It's a full run, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening, welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of BIYENGE, featuring your Truly Tre. What's good?
Yes, cuz big up to you and big up to the whole of the community, whoever's tuned in on this blessed Sunday. God bless you. Before we obviously get started, talk about the show. Obviously, this title, you actually come up with it, man. So this is a bit generic. It's going to be interesting. But before we get into the show properly, here's a quick word from our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Yes, people. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock. So people, I don't know how many times I need to say it, but utilize that discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you like what I'm wearing, if you like what my cousin was wearing during his little shadow boxing skit, head over to the description and utilize that code. Cuz, just a few shout outs quickly. Obviously, we've got Mr. Neutral in the chat. Peace and blessings to BIYENGE and Trade this Sunday. Peace and blessings to you, Mr. Neutral, Red Corner Boxing, aka the Jim Watt of, new boxing media. That's what I normally call him, man. But cuz, few shout outs. So congratulations to Eric. He obviously just had, a healthy baby. So congratulations to him and his partner and the rest of the family. That's tremendous. So big up to you. Obviously, big up also, cuz, because he's absolutely smashed it, man. I call him Mr. WrestleMania, man, but he needs a shout out, man. So big up to Abbas. He obviously covered, the Misfits event over the weekend. He covered quite a few of the fights, spoke to the fighters, done the whole, the press conference, the media workout. So big up to Abbas from Stay Weighed In. Tremendous work as well. And also Tance, who's actually our family member, cuz, on for the show. It was obviously it was his birthday, a few days ago. So cuz, I just wanted to give him, a quick shout out as well, man. So happy birthday to you, fam. And just excited. Everyone's just in the chat right now. Bruh, big up to you, big up to you. Army, big up to you as well. And man, this is good energy right now, man. So big up to Eric. Abbas is really coming on. Congrats to Eric and the baby. Ra, big up to you, because you're obviously one of the people that is one of the trailblazers in this as well. So without yourself and other people, you won't get the Abbases, the Ricos, the other people that are doing this work in this field, man. So big up to Abbas and the rest of the crew as well. And big up also, cuz I know it's a few, there's so much, man. Kev, Cap and Fats Boxing, he's doing a tremendous show of his series, so big up to him. And also True Dollar Bill, he's smashing it with his recaps, but he's got his new single that's out, which is topic of discussion, and he's got some new stuff coming out as well. So big up to the whole of the iBoxingHub USA and the iBoxingHub North team. And Eric saying, appreciate you guys, bro. Hopefully you're having a good one. I know it's going to be a bit hectic in the first few days, man, but we love you, my brother, man. So, cuz, we're here. Sorry about that. Let's have it, man. What are you saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, the topic itself, that is boxing being overtaken by influencers fighting. I don't think so. I would say before Turkey Al-Sheikh got involved in boxing, professional boxing, we were lacking certain fights, and I was more tuned into Misfits boxing. The one of the best Misfits boxing that I witnessed was when KSI fought Tommy Fury. even though he lost. But that undercard was actually good. Now, I mean, look, yesterday's event, I must say, it was entertaining. Yeah, it was entertaining. Like listen, Joey Essex, dude. Look, he's not a professional boxer. He's not a boxer, but you know, he did what he had to do to get the win, and it was impressive. Like it was, if anything, I think that stole the show. My personal opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I tuned in for Joey Essex.
Yeah.
I
Obviously,
tuned in
you
for
like
Joey
your
Essex,
reality
man.
series, cause in it, so it made sense.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I used to back when I was in uni, going years back. Obviously I used to tune into Only Ways Essex, innit? Joey Essex, Mark Wright, and the rest. You know, they were Arch, they were my guys, isn't it? But you know, just seeing him participate in boxing, it just shows you, like, look, dude, anyone can do it. You put your mind to it. But no, overall, it was entertainment. I see Misfits as it's a weird one, but I see it as a real life WWE, if that makes sense, where you know they're punching each other for real. It's a real fight. Yeah. So yeah, I just think I mean, look, you've got Jake Paul as well. You know, obviously some people don't class him as a professional boxer or a real boxer, or he's got the license, or he is a boxer. But I think they are bringing in a new audience, and you know, unfortunately, some professional boxers, it's down on them how they're being marketed. Do you know what I mean? Because at the moment, it's like, look, this new audience, they're tuned into this Misfits boxing, and I'm all for it. I'm down for it. I mean, the undercard yesterday, it was decent, but that fight stole the show. I mean, look, we've got Jake Paul fighting a professional boxer, Tank. Some people are saying it's disrespecting boxing, but then this is how I see it, right? Tank not long ago said he was looking to retire soon. In my personal opinion, I think he shouldn't. I think he's still got a lot more to give, but he's achieved what he wanted to achieve. He's become a world champion. He's done what he needs to do. Him fighting Jake Paul, it's probably one of his biggest paycheck. And I guarantee you, if any professional boxers, got the opportunity, they will take it. They will take it. I mean, I'm hoping that it's a legitimate fight. Someone saying it's an exhibition, but obviously we'll know near the time. But I want it to be a proper fight. But my point is, yeah, like this circus is doing bits. It's doing numbers. It's, if anything, these misfits, these boxing things, is generating more numbers than an actual professional boxing.
Yeah.
It's like one of I can't remember his name. One of the boxers. I believe he called out Johnny Fisher, and that's mad just to think. Someone from Misfits calling out a professional boxer. But the maddest thing is, if a professional boxer was to participate in Misfits and lose, then that's bad. Not even that. Like, look, you got Carl Froch. Obviously, him and Darren Till, they've been going back and forth, back and forth. Now, Carl Froch said, look, he's gonna see how he feels. Remember, he retired 11 years ago. Like 11 years ago, that's a very, very long time. Not even that, like Carl Froch, he was campaigning, was it super middleweight?
Super middleweight, yeah, exactly that. Cause
Now we'll probably say what he's probably light heavy.
Light heavy pushing cruiser,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, light heavy pushing cruiser. Now he's what, 47, right? And Darren is, I think, 32 or 33. Now what Carl was saying is he's gonna contact his old coach. He's gonna see how he feels, on the sparring.
Well, he's gonna give Rob McCracken a call, yeah?
He's gonna give him a call, but he said he's gonna see, because he likes to be honest. He's gonna see. He's not saying this. I personally think if the money's right, yeah, he's gonna come out and do it. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a professional boxer. He's a champion, world champion, etc.
I can't lie. I only think he comes out for Jake Paul, man. I don't think he would come back out for Darren Till. Obviously, I know if the dollars and cents make sense, but I think he would only come back for Paul. And Raz obviously made some good comments here as well in the chat. Ra, thank you so much, Punch Out Boxing, for getting involved. There's an argument it is the biggest revenue generators will be influencer fights, which is fair. Paul versus KSI, Tate against Ivor would blow any pro fight out the water. for pay-per-view sales, which is fair. Till is too dangerous. This is a fair point as well. Darren Till, Misfits, biggest star right now, surely. Of course, man. He is, but I don't think none of the top guys are gonna want to fight him, if that kind of makes sense, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tommy Fury, it doesn't look like he wants to fight Till because he knows that's a dangerous fight, and obviously reputation on the line and etc. But I think that's the kind of fight he needs to have, cuz me, in my opinion.
Who, Tommy Fury or Carl Froch?
I would say Tommy Fury, cuz man. Tommy Fury, because you know Darren Till's been able to prove his point.
Just from a, you know, okay, if Froch was to come out of retirement, would you want him to? Who would you rather him fight? Darren Till or Andre Ward?
Andre Ward, straight away. The reason why that fight needs to happen because they only fought once, man. So if Carl, you know, the Cobra, you know, both of them are Hall of Famers, you know, if they were to come back and have that big fight, I would love to see that again, man. But I wouldn't want to see, you know, Carl Froch against anyone else, really, because he's retired, he's old. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Big up to Mr. Styles 619. We haven't seen you in a while, my brother. Hopefully you're well. And he's obviously the same. Big up to you, my brother, man. All the way from Canada. Big up. Yeah, cuz you're all set, man. So, what are you saying, though, cuz? Would you want the Cobra to come back?
At this point, no, not really. It doesn't. I mean, look, what weight are they going to fight? And it's just, you know, there's so much. Darren has got so much advantage over Froch. Froch has been inactive for 11 years. Darren's a younger guy, active. You know,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it just doesn't make any sense unless Darren was willing to come down to Froch's actual weight. Then that could possibly be a fight. But again, you know, it's a tricky one. But Misfits Boxing, they're doing bits. But with KSI, is he going to be fighting again, or what's going on? Because
he's injured. Apparently, he's injured, isn't it, cuz man? So until he does the surgery and all of that stuff, we're not gonna know until, you know, he's fully fit, man. But the beauty of what he's doing is he's still doing his work in the back end, you know, just to grow the platform. He's a big influencer. Obviously, Raz alluded to, you know, the influencer fights. They're generating a lot of money right now, man. And the crowd it generates. Remember when we both went to our first kind of Misfits event, and we kind of saw the dynamics of how it is, the people that were there. Everyone was pretty much there, cuz man, you know. So you had fighters there. Even yesterday, to support Joey Essex, you had Conor Ben there. You had Tony Bellew at the event as well. You had Carl Froch, you know, attend as well. So it does show you that they might not gauge the interest of these fighters, but their kids are probably telling them, look, please, Dad, can you take us to Misfits event? This is what's happening right now, cuz man. So they are bringing an audience, man. So you got to give credit to, you know, Mams Taylor, you know, KSI, you know, Wasserman as well, The Zone, just the collaboration to obviously do this as well. And Darren Till has found his home in boxing, which is fair. And those fights are making more than actual boxing, cuz it is crazy right now, man. It is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for a professional boxer who hardly gets TV time, etc., you know, would you, if you was their manager, tell them to participate in a Misfit fight?
It depends, you know. It really depends. You know what? You know what works for Misfits is that you've got combat fighters coming into Misfits as well. So if you're a pro fighter and you kind of need to build your name and you're not really getting the coverage and you can fight, you know, we obviously saw, you know, Tony Ferguson. He was kind of coming up to the end of his career in UFC, but then now he's got Misfits now and he's got a home. So pro fighters can look at potentially fighting him just to get a bit of a name, you know, see what you could do. And do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of seeing it as. If you're a pro fighter and you see a combat fighter coming into the sport through Misfits, then that could kind of gauge a decent opportunity. But to fight an influencer or someone that, you know, hasn't really done professional boxing is kind of unfair, cuz, man. I don't really like to see it, man.
Fair enough. No, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
That's
Interesting times, interesting times. Well, back to the real sport of boxing.
real sport.
We have got just, I believe, just under 2 weeks. TikTok.
TikTok.
2
El
weeks.
Presidente de la Mexico. You know what's going to happen, cuz.
Well, listen, it's a trick one because Canelo's got he's been sparring with Boots, right? Boots Ennis.
Oh, yep. Good sparring. Yep.
It's funny because somebody said Canelo's smart for sparring with Boots Ennis because he knows, like, look, if Boots, let's just say Boots had him up during sparring, he knows I'm never fighting this guy. Do you know what I mean? This guy could be a potential danger to him. But with Crawford, I think Crawford is very, very confident going into this fight. Well, you're going to have to be. But again, having said that, a lot of people say they're confident, but once they get in the ring with Canelo, that confidence just goes out the window. But somebody made a valid point. They said, like, look, remember, Crawford is going up 2 weights, right? After the first half of the fight, he might start getting tired because of the weight that he's added on. Do you know what I mean? So, what's the game plan?
What are you talking about? The game plan for Crawford? Game plan for Crawford is if I was his manager or his coach, you know, Bomac, I would just say to him, look, forget about what they're saying about this Tom and Jerry crap. Forget about that. Just focus on your boxing, box and move. You don't need to be in the inside with Canelo. There's going to be moments where you're going to have to show the judges a little bit more, which he could risk, but ultimately he just needs to box and move, but box and move in a way where it's still offensive. You're still doing enough to win the rounds, man. That's the only way I see Crawford winning. I don't see him stopping Canelo. I don't see him, you know, putting him in the ground or any knockdowns. I don't see it because we haven't seen Canelo in that position before, cuz, man. He's been in with some top names, you know, Triple G. You know, he's been in with some big punches, cuz, man. So even against Bivol, when he moved up in weight, Bivol just did enough to win the fight, but it didn't knock him down. Didn't do any of that, man. So we just have to see what he could do, man. And he's been in some wars, cuz, man. He's been in some wars. So
what you saying about what's his name? If he beat Belanga, what's his name? The guy who just beat Belanga, he knocked out Belanga.
Hamza Shiraz.
Yeah, so he's saying basically he wants Canelo. He says if the opportunity got presented, he will take it. He'll fight Canelo next. Now, everyone believes that he will be the guy that will beat Canelo.
Nah, I don't think that's a fight that Canelo would take, man. That's high risk, low reward, man. I think if anything, if Canelo was to come in the UK for a fight, there's only one person I could see it, man, and love him or hate him, because Chris Eubank Jr. has the star power to be able to get a Canelo to the UK and, you know, do a big fight, man. Yes, a lot of people are going to say, oh, but Canelo's going to blow him over or whatever. But I'm saying in terms of star power, Eubank has more of a bigger name than a Hamza Shiraz, man. So I think he would more lean towards that fight. And plus, it's just more money, cuz, man. More money commercially. The build-up's going to be crazy. I think, you know, we're going to see a lot from Senior in that fight as well. Because look, he's been promoting his son to fight Canelo for the longest, man. So I'm just thinking hypothetically down the line, you know, after the rematch and after what everything's happened, I think that's the potential fight, man. But, you know, you got people in the comments right now, big up. Mr. Styles is saying this fight would either be a draw or Canelo shocks the boxing world, which is fair. I see a draw. That fight will be better than Paul versus Davis. 100% agree with you. And I've only really ever seen Canelo hurt one time. And Lucy's Fats always comes through with the fats. Big up to you, Lucy's Fats, and Eubank Jr. needs to do more in that fight to earn it against Canelo. You know what, Mr. Star 619, that's a good point. You could say that resume-wise, but commercially, he can attract a name like a Canelo to the UK. You know, they can do a stadium fight somewhere. If not, what do you think, cuz? Could a Canelo Bank do a Wembley or something a bit smaller than that?
Nah, yeah, Wembley, yeah, most definitely. If it's listen, Canelo's the superstar of boxing, 100% Wembley, 100%. Because the reality is, right, that probably 70% of the fans will be Canelo fan. You know, rather it being from Mexico or even here, you know, they will be tuned in, and this will be Canelo fighting in the UK for the first time, and it will be huge. You know, they don't even need a big promo. Just saying like them two fighting, yeah, boom, it's sold. It's sold. Canelo's here. It's sold. Do you know what I mean? Obviously in terms of the outcome of the fight, we already know what happened. But
Yeah,
this fight here, Crawford and Canelo, I'm sold. I'm sold. I listen, everyone knows me. I always get it wrong. I don't care. I'm back in the underdog. Yeah.
underdog city.
The underdog. And you know, I can see it. This is how I see it. I can actually see it being a draw or Crawford win.
No, it's fair. It is fair, man. It is a fair point, man. But El Presidente, man, I know people that they purposely for years have gone against Canelo, and Canelo continues to just
Yeah.
do what he does
Look,
best, man.
you know what it is? All right, I'm gonna keep it real. Canelo is expected to win because he's the bigger person. He's fought better. Well, when I say better, he's got the better resume. Yeah, and yeah, so Canelo has to win the fight, but it's just this is not the 10 years ago Canelo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is not the I'm not saying this is the Canelo towards the end of his career. No, I'm saying that it's not because 10 years ago nobody wanted to go near him. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone think, yeah, allow it, yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think the first fight, Triple G won that fight, but hey, it's not a story. But
yeah, I know, and it's
um,
argument. Yeah, it's
this
argument
this
there.
Canelo, I mean, look, Charlo was calling out Canelo for time, and do you know one thing I realized? Yeah, always read the body language. When that fight got made, the body language just changed. Even Canelo
Just
said
change.
himself, this guy been talking.
Yeah,
Now I'm here. He ain't saying much. Do you know what I mean? The body
yeah.
language changes. So at the moment, I ain't seen nothing change from Crawford. He's kept it 100. Like saying,
He
listen,
has.
I'm gonna
He
show the
has.
world. You know, I'm gonna make Canelo's fans cry. And it's just like, okay, Crawford has to do something. He has to do something that he's never done before. You know, that's why I'm backing Crawford. I'm saying like, look, he has to do something he's never done before. And if this is a big if he was to knock down Canelo, then oh my god, do you know what I mean? You
That
know,
would be.
oh my god, like it's the Crawford era. But he knows what he has to do. He you know, I believe they've got a good game plan, and they just have to execute. The only way I see Canelo winning this fight is just the same as usual. You know, just aggressive, trading with him, and then you know. But I don't think Crawford's gonna do that. I do think it's gonna be a bit of a Tom and Jerry. It's not gonna. It's they will trade, but boy, Canelo can bang. He can
Canelo
bang.
can bang, man. That's
He can
that's
bang.
what
You know what I'm saying?
Mitchell was
So
saying here.
so it's gonna be a bit of a cat and mouse. A bit of a cat and mouse movement, and you know, because look, Crawford, he's quick, he's a counter puncher, and he's a switcher. Um, we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see. So unless Canelo turns up and does something completely different, we're like, whoa, do you know what I mean? It could be a thing where Canelo might be chasing him in the ring. Yeah. Or
I
it could
think
be a
that's
thing
what
where
happens. That's what I think.
or it could be a way, or it could be Crawford chasing Canelo, where Canelo's trying to draw him. Do you know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows?
No, who knows, man? Big up Mr. Neutral. Big up. He's obviously saying, I remember a fight after fight saying Lewis is done. He's getting old. Canelo is aging like fine wine. Like 100% agree with you. And Lucy's Fats has got Canelo. Crawford will be 38 a minute after the fight, moving up 2 weight classes. And he's only fought once at 154. He only fights once a year. Do you think, because
Mm.
one thing I respect about Lucy's Fats is she's been very consistent on that point that
Yeah.
Crawford only fights once a year. It's been a while since he's been in the ring, but I think as well he's been in preparation for this fight. I think mentally, physically, he's just been preparing for this fight even before it got announced. I think during the negotiations, I think
He,
he was prepared, man. He was prepared. He was
I think
prepared. Yeah,
I always say to people, don't be deceived, but I understand what people are saying. Remember, age is a key factor. But then again, like look at what's his name, Pacquiao.
oh,
Retired what, four was it 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
yeah.
And look
It's
what
just
he's done. So it's just like, to be honest, age ain't nothing but a number, man. Age is not nothing but a number. It just comes down to how much you want it, and the best man will win.
I
The
just hope
preparation.
he doesn't get
Huh?
starstruck, man. I hope he doesn't get starstruck or nothing,
I don't
man.
think he will. I
Just
mean,
see
I'm
a
saying this shit,
Charlo,
but I
man.
don't,
I want to
because
see that.
when I watched the Charlo fight, I was disappointed, man. I didn't see
Yeah.
nothing. If anything, he wasn't doing nothing. He
Mm,
wasn't doing nothing. He was just. It was like he was stuck in the mud. And
yeah.
it just shows you there was no power there because Canelo's walked through his shots, and that's what I'm trying to
Mm,
say. It's like with Crawford, I think it's gonna be how many punches I can land clean and move around and just irritate Canelo, basically. Irritate him until. But the game plan just has to be tight. So, if Crawford was to beat Canelo, he'll be the third person in history to do it.
yep.
Floyd done it, Bivol, and
Yep.
Crawford. Bivol, some people say, yeah, but Bivol, yeah, he's light heavyweight. I get
Mm,
it, but
He beat him. He beat him, man.
I know,
That's
I know. I'm just saying, some people say, yeah, but Canelo tried to test himself, he went up. I get it, but if Crawford was to do, I'm like, listen, this dude moved up two weight class, and if let's just say this is a big if, he beats Canelo. Do you know how amount of people will be moving up weight classes to fight Canelo? Do you know what I mean? I won't be surprised yet if Boots Ennis wanted to move up and fight Canelo. I won't be surprised. Nothing, this is boxing.
or
Nothing surprises
or
me.
Boots Ennis would move up and call out Crawford. Look, you're the new undisputed champion. Let's finally get this fight on. You know what I
True,
mean?
true. He might. But bear in mind, if Canelo was to lose, there's a rematch. So Canelo's tied up. If he was to lose,
He's
a rematch. But if,
saying,
if Canelo beats Crawford, I suppose it comes down to who is he going to fight Shiraz if the money's right, or is he going to wait for Eubank? Wait for the winner of Eubank and Connor. Well, not that he's going to fight Connor, but you know what I mean. If Eubank wins, then he might want to fight Eubank. He might want to fight him here in the UK.
I think just that's the one that makes sense for me, cuz man, that is the one, and I just love just the fact that everyone's just getting involved, man. Just big up, big up, big up. Um, at Lucy, I'm not sure Crawford at 38 can lump around another stone and retain any kind of speed, which is true. Canelo will showcase his skills. I 100% agree. Yeah, he didn't look great at 154 pounds, which is a fair point here. And I'll say this is what Mr. Neutral's saying. If it goes the distance and Crawford wins the rounds, I'll call it a draw for the rematch. And I think after this fight, Canelo will probably think about retirement because at this point, what is there left to prove in the sport? 100% agree. And true dollar bill, big up to you, my brother. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, love the energy. And he's done all he can do in the sport. And like you heard True Dollar Bill, man, like, share, and subscribe, people, cause
Do you know what?
it's
You know what?
crazy.
Sorry. I think if Canelo beats Crawford, I think the next person that Canelo would want to fight is Bivol to revenge his loss.
Yeah,
He
move
still,
up.
he still wants Bivol. He still wants that Bivol fight. So I think that'll be an interesting. Yeah, that would definitely be an interesting fight. It would be
But
even
that
more
fight
interesting if
doesn't be
Bivol.
interesting.
It would be interesting, right? If Bivol said, "You know what? Let me move down to 168 and fight you."
That's what I was about to say, cause I think
That would be
if if
interesting.
Canelo loses the fight, then he's losing his bargaining tool to fight a Bivol for that rematch, man. Because he needs the belt. I think he still needs the belt, cuz man. Because remember, he wants to
Mm.
move down Bivol to fight him for his undisputed. He doesn't want to
But
defend his.
remember, What you're saying? Canelo wants to move up to fight Bivol for his belts.
Exactly that. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I think
okay,
is
okay.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Right.
So if he doesn't have any titles, then they don't really have any above. Maybe because it's Canelo, he would still entertain that fight because it's it's a lot of money. But I think Bivol would wanna rather move down, become undisputed at 168. So he's a two division undisputed champion, man. I think that's what he's more thinking about because he's beat him at like heavyweight, man. I think that weight fighting Bivol is a tough task. Yeah, we've seen the limits, man. So let's see. But Canelo, regardless, is still a legend, man.
Yeah, of
Regardless,
course,
he
of course.
still, moved up and he still beat Kovalev, to become a champion. So he's been
Yeah.
full weight champion, I believe. He's the only undisputed super middleweight champion, man. So that says enough, man. That's the same division that Carl Froch was the unified champion. So he done something even better.
Yeah.
Unified division, let the IBF title go for a bit, came back, become a two-time. Yeah, and he's the only Mexican to do that as well, man. So no, pick up, man. If Crawford does win, he'll be the first male to be undisputed in 3 different weight classes. So there's a lot of legacies on the line here, man.
There's a lot. There's a lot at the moment. Pound for pound, I think Crawford is ranked number 3 and Canelo's ranked number 8.
Yeah, it's a bit dirty what they've done with Canelo so low up in the rankings like that, man. But yeah, that's why it's called the mythical pound for pound rankings, man, because the metrics to be on that list is a bit crazy, man. So yeah, it is mad. If Saul wins, he's gonna fight Shiraz. I don't know if he'd want to fight Shiraz, man. Bivol's recovering from a back injury.
I think right, he will fight Shiraz because Turkey Al Sheikh, Shiraz is his guy, bro. They'll make this fight happen. It might not be here, it might be in the States, but I believe that fight will happen. There'll be serious
in the States, yeah. In the States, yeah. I don't think it would be enough to bring Canelo to the UK for Shiraz, no. But if it's in the States, I think it makes sense. Yeah, definitely. I agree in that. And look, why fight Shiraz? Look, Shiraz in Riyadh. Look, everyone's saying why fight Shiraz. So because if you was to kind of put out a point on why Canelo should fight Shiraz, just put it out there, man. Do you know what I mean?
Look, he declined Benavides, yeah. And look, I get it, like, because obviously Benavides is dangerous. But Shiraz, is a natural 168. If Canelo was to look at his resume compared to Canelo's resume, his resume looks weak. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that he's fighting nobody, no, but let's be real. But it'll be an easy fight to make. Canelo could be like, I'm the A side. I'm getting 90%. He's getting 10%. He'll take it. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
Just getting in the ring with Canelo, just gaining that experience, And if he was to beat Canelo, then,
so it's more money driven than you would say for that fight.
Of course, everything. Listen. Boxers, they're businessmen, right? They're not just going to get in the ring with anyone just to think, no, because at the end of the day, they need to get paid. And Canelo, he's a superstar of boxing. Apart from Canelo, some will argue, say Tank is the next superstar, the face of boxing, sorry. Some would say Joshua, some would say Fury, some would say Usyk. But, he's the face of boxing at the moment. And, do you know what I mean? He's only lost 2 fights out of, how many fights is that? Is it 60 something?
Is that over 60? Over 65.
You know what I mean? So, we have to put respect on his name. So, the dollars need to make sense for Canelo to participate. If it doesn't, then it ain't happening. I mean, look, not long ago, he was going to fight Jake Paul. I believe that fight could still happen. If let's just say, if Jake Paul beats Tank, knocks out Tank, whatnot, Canelo think, I want a piece of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy what's happening in boxing right now, and I kind of disagree with what everyone's saying. Lucy's saying that Shiraz is potentially very high risk and absolutely no reward. True Dollar Bill, thank you so much for getting involved as well, brother. I agree, but that was part of the Turkey free fight fantasy, which is fair. And it's like the old saying: if you want to be the best, then you gotta defeat the best, man. And that's why for Crawford, it makes sense to fight Canelo, but
Mm.
for Canelo to fight Crawford, it's only because of the dollars and cents, man. So
Mm.
that's the reason we're getting this fight, because I reckon if Turkey did produce that magic figure that he wanted for Benavides, we would have saw the Benavides fight. But you know,
Mm.
there's obviously a battle, so we didn't get to see that figure. But we obviously got to see the magic figure for Canelo and Crawford. So look, I don't mind it. It's going to be a good one for boxing. It's going to be interesting, and just the fact that, cause it's on Netflix, people, there's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. We have to all be watching this, man. So
Mm.
Netflix, you know, shout us out, man, because we're going to be promoting this like crazy. So look, I'm looking forward to it, cause
For real. Same. For real. For real.
no, big
Yeah,
up, man.
man. Boy, that time.
It is that time, that time. So, people, once again, I just want to run through some of the last few comments, man. But just love the engagement from the people, and big up, big up. So, True Dollar Bill is also promoting that there will be a watch along block party for Canelo versus Crawford. So, big up to True Dollar Bill, you know, with the block parties, because that concept is so unique, man. You know, we're having an online block party to watch a tremendous fight. So big up to True Dollar Bill, IBH USA. The Crawford fight is legacy slash money in 100% agree. True, but there's no better way to prove it in boxing than taking that fight. 100% agree. And we still don't know how good Shiraz is. He has to do a lot more than Berlanga, which is fair. And big up to you,
Mm.
Mr. Style 619, all the way from Canada, bro. I know it's been a minute, but hopefully you and the family are well. And thank you everyone for just tuning into the show. So Lucy's Fats, True Dollar Bill, big up to Mr. Neutral, Red Corner Boxing, just the energies, cuz man. And just a quick shout out as well, Crossroads and Boxing, big up to Eric and the rest of the team as well. Eric's just obviously just had his newly healthy child. So people, make sure when he's live, just come on and show some love as well. True Dollar Bill in the chat has his new single topic of discussion. So make sure you head over to his show when it does come out. Go to the description and the link to download the stuff will be there as well. Kev also has his Cat All Fats boxing series, which is on our channel as well. He's got a new interview that's coming out on Thursday, I believe. So big up to them. Big up to Stay Weighed In. And big up also, cuz, to yourself, man, because the boxing roundups that we're able to do every week for the people is tremendous. So I got a big up to you, cuz, man, because, you know, without yourself and the consistency, the energy, won't be able to do what we do, man. So big up to you once again, cuz, man.
Big up yourself, man. Without you, none of this would be happening. You know,
No,
but no. Listen, guys. Look, just continue supporting us. I'm gassed. I can't wait. You know, we've got 2 weeks left. Let's literally. I'm excited. You know, yeah, my prediction might change again closer to the fight, but I just can't
it
wait.
will change, cuz. I think you're going for the underdog, man. I think
I'm going
that's
for the underdog. Listen,
not
I'm going for. I just feel in life, right? You know, the underdogs, they always get
overlooked.
overlooked all the time, and it's just like nobody's ever listening. No one's listening, and when the underdog does do it, then they're like, "Oh yeah, I knew you could do it." Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah, because like, look, the reality is, I said it already. Canelo beats Crawford, yeah. Is he really gonna get much credit? I don't think so. Because they'll be like, well, you know,
He
you moved
should.
up 2 weight. What do you expect,
No, he
fam?
should. Yes. I think
No. I'm not. Basically, what I'm saying is that this is what I'm trying to say. How the boxing world, you know, the for certain fans will be like, yeah, but you know, he moved up 2 weights. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if Crawford was to do the business, it's like, raw. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? He's moved up 2 weights and he's beaten the best. Do you know what I mean? You know, I think Crawford will get more credit than Canelo.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like I said, Canelo just like, right, yeah, he moved. He was a 147. Okay, he moved to 154. He fought once. You fought when in April. Last time he fought was last year August. Do you know what I mean? So, but again, look, that's my opinion. But hey, make sure Crawford, let them hands go.
Yeah, he needs to. Now he definitely needs to. And Mr. Star 619, definitely we're gonna do another roundup and catch up. Surely it's gonna be a tremendous one. And Lucy's also confirming on the undercard. Big up to Lucy's Fats as well, because she does get involved in the chat and she likes to educate, the community. So in Bailey and Martinez, a really good fight. I think so as well. I think that's a good fight as well. And I just hope the undercard is just packed, full of, great fights as well, man. So let's see what happens. Cause for me, I'm going for El Presidente de la Mexico. I'm going for the man they call Cinnamon in Spanish, in Canelo. I think, yeah, he's the man. I think he's gonna do the job. And
Bad season.
It could, but it's not going to ruin that, cuz I think even if he does, it's still, you could still say it's bad season, because the way he handled, Errol Spence, man, that I'm still burning from that, cuz that is painful, man.
Bad season.
It's bad season, man.
Yeah, man. All right, then, guys, man.
Quick one, just a quick one before you go, cuz. Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman is confirmed, and he's getting Sebastian Fundora for that title.
I'm going for Sebastian Fundora. He's the younger fighter, active fighter, plus he's the champion as well. So I'm going for Keith Thurman. One time, look, he had his time. No disrespect. He had his time. Now it's just like, look, let the young cats enjoy it. I know he's trying to, obviously he loves boxing, blah, 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 but it's just like, look, do you know what? For me personally, I would rather see Keith Thurman fight the likes of Errol Spence or Charlo.
Let's have it. That's the fight,
That's a good way
to end it. That's a good way to end it. I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say. Everyone knows I'm going to be you in this situation. I'm going to say Keith Thurman, man. One time to make it a two-time, two-division champion, man. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens, man. But people, thank you. You was about to say something.
Keith Thurman, he had his time. I said to you, he had his time. His time's gone now. Don't get me wrong, he's still a good boxer, but listen, he ain't gonna win this belt. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. But guys, it's been a pleasure. See you again on Wednesday.
Yes.
Peace and love. Have a productive one.
It's another bang. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flips me a bike.